Yes, you are live, the computer says.
So you are live, that's good. I have to go like very close to you.
So, yeah, here.
I have to. I'll be like this so it's easier to move. You're good?
Yeah, I think it's good.
You.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna, we had a thing now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Petit objet. Dear voice, I met you for the first time consciously when trying to communicate with my father, who has lost his language after a car accident that destroyed parts of his brain. Speaking with a person who might not understand the message, who cannot respond in the cultural form of language symbolism, brought me to see you as more than a means to an end. I spoke through you as a way of relating, of reaching out, attentiveness as a way of being together. I did use words, but they were not in the foreground. The mere act of utterance was what I did. I wanted to give my father back his role as father by speaking to him as a father whose fatherness consisted merely in me insisting in his very role. So thank you, voice, for staying with me. Thank you for always having had a deep timbre. Now I learned that people read intellectual capacities into deeper voices. What a great coincidence for me then. Now I know that female politicians practice deepening their voices to gain authority.
My dearest voice, first memory of you is actually an absence of you. Apparently I didn't speak until I was 6. And the first voice I do remember was not you, was not my voice, but my mother's scream. You remember? It was my uncle and my cousin coming and telling to us that father has gone on the other side. Everything became silent again after the day. Our broken home silence, or let's say rigidness, already before. And our broken home was all again silence. But these days are gone. And they say I was singing a lot when I was a scout. I don't remember that. I do remember myself in puberty. Sound memories start to visit me through my body. There is a photo where it's visible the cramp I have in my throat. That was before I started to sing. It was around the age of 24, 25. It started to become kind of a modern popular for the dancers to open their mouth, and I started to visit workshops where they used voice also. It was like Pandora's box opening when you jumped out. But my voice, your saviors, were always women. They baptized me and helped me to endure all the freedom and weight that came by needing to hear what is coming out. Oh, I was crying and 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 crying with singing. And in between I was screaming, shouting, moaning, squeaking a lot.
It was weird though when I heard you record it for the first time. I didn't recognize myself in you. I saw myself in a cinema. I didn't think that I did a very good job in acting. And I heard you like a shameful accompaniment of my shameful presence in a movie. I looked good, but my voice was really weird and really mismatching my appearance. Dear voice, I have to confess the best thing I did for our friendship was letting you go. Letting you be. You're an animal. You're a whale. You are an old, fat woman inside of me, and I deeply feel connected to you and all of your state, but you are not me. Let's not confuse that.
And I could do all sorts of machine sounds, just to avoid you telling me who I am. I broke your voice. My voice, I suffocated. I pushed you from the throat out until you became heavy, salty lump in my throat. I was throwing you up. I was swallowing you many times. But still, I'm shy to listen to you when you speak to me about myself. Nice meeting you. Yours sincerely, Irena. Dearest Irena, I was waiting for you for so long. It took me years to soften your body and to make you feel safe enough to open your mouth, and another round of years to convince your stubborn ears to put off their guard and their censorship. The army of you is strong. I understand why you are protecting so much, but still, I cannot understand you since you are behaving as if there is anything else that you have to lose. You have lost already everything. There is no one to convince, no one to amuse, and no one to impress. And most of all, you cannot escape from me, from yourself. I am you. So why do you demand so much from
Dear
me?
Jule, I
Why
wanted
do I
to tell you
need-
this since a long time, but I realized that your mother is always so intimidated when we vocalize and perform together. I have the impression that she's ashamed of me. You know, she likes your image, but she is ashamed of me, your voice. This really hurts. Maybe she hears how you have worked on letting go of her influence on me.
Why do I need to be so fucking special? Why do I need to make special and unhuman efforts to convince you that I have the right to be heard? You don't need to open your mouth, you don't need to train and practice in order to affirm or to warrant my existence. I'm present in you already all the way through. So stop negotiating with me about me. Yes, it's true, I'm not just yours, I don't belong only to you, and I don't care if you hear your mother or father or whoever in me. Petit objet B.
We
Petit objet C.
There.
There.
There, there.
There, there.
There, there.
There, there.
There, there.
There, there. There.
There was a time.
There was a time.
There was a time. There.
There was a time.
There, there.
There.
There was a time.
There was a time.
When there was time.
There was time.
There was a time when there was another.
There was a time where was another country.
There was a time.
There was a time.
There was a time.
There was a time
when there was another country.
when there was another country.
There was time.
There was time.
Their time. Another country.
Another country.
Another country.
Another country.
Another country.
There was another country
where there was time.
Where there was time.
Day after day after day.
Day after day after day.
Day after day after day.
Day after day after day after day. Day after day after day after day. There was time.
There was time.
There was time.
Day after day.
Day after day.
Another country.
Day after day. Day after day after day after day after day.
There was another country.
There was another country.
Day after day after day.
Day after day after day after
day. After day there was another country.
Day after day after day after day was another country.
Where there was time.
Where there was time.
Another
country.
And day after day.
Day after day after day.
This is how it went.
And this is how it went.
And this is how it went.
And this is how it went. I got a rooster on my head. I got a rooster